All right, hey guys, I'm back at you. We are in the home stretch of the 2023 RV Dealer Open House here in Elkhart, Indiana. No, I am not in front of an RV. I had you. You thought it was going to be in front of an RV, and I'm not. This one is not going to be about RVs. You know, we think about the larger RV industry. Sometimes we don't always think about innovation, but what we've shown you over the last few days have been a variety of RVs that have, let's just say, the epitome of technology, right? We have seen so many cool different features, from Ember with their multifaceted Swiss Army knife, a bed situation where you have beds and cabinets all sliding around, to big tailgate bumpers on the backs of some of these RVs, to even the Integra with their new Condor, which is all about boondocking and overlanding and adventure. But one thing we haven't really dug into is how the technology of the auto industry is now impacting the RV industry. And we're going to visit with a very special guest in a minute, but we're talking about head units, right? We're talking about ways to communicate between your technology and the vehicles that you have. And in the case of the RV industry, they're getting better with this type of stuff. So app-based technology. Now, this gentleman over here, Senior Vice President of Global Innovation for THOR Industries, McKay Featherstone, thank you so much for spending a few minutes with us. We're going to talk about connectivity, we're going to talk about head units and all the technology that goes inside RVs, and then we're going to talk about apps. So this one right here, I got to tell you, I know more than I should about this because we went on a 27-day trip last year and we didn't have it. And this is Starlink, guys, and he's going to tell you all about the innovation with this big unit here because he's got something that I don't have. I have Starlink, but not this one. Thanks for joining us. Tell us about this unit.
Absolutely. It's a great and perfect way to start off, which is not having connectivity while you're on the road.
Oh, it's horrible.
Big problem for everyone. This really is the solution. So Starlink, we're talking satellites, we're talking a system on the vehicle that is constantly communicating. The beautiful thing about this is that it works in a way that you are actually getting better speed and better signal the further out you go. So if you want to go to that beautiful spot where you seeing all the beautiful imagery in the background here, you're going to get amazing speed because this system, which is a Starlink professional satellite system, mounted on the roof of the THOR family of vehicles. So example, this is in the market today. We launched this with the Integra brand, with the Tiffin brand, and with Airstream. You can buy vehicles that have this from the factory, mounted to the roof. So even while you're moving, while you're traveling, this is always looking at the sky. It's finding those satellites and tracking them with high speed. And of course, you get to the campsite, you can relax. You can have all the connectivity that you need. That is from THOR families. It's a great start. We're getting really good feedback. So customers that have purchased this, we want to talk to them. We want to know how it's going. Really good feedback that this is solving that problem that you had.
So many consumers in the market. The number one question I always get asked, especially when we do long trips, is how do you deal with connectivity, right? Most of our campsites and campgrounds across the country are 65, 70, 80 years old. They're just, the infrastructure is not set up to really plumb in or engineer in great internet connectivity. Now, here's what's different. I want to point this out why this is truly an innovative product, and I'm glad to see that THOR is integrating it into its family of RVs, is that the standard RV unit that I have with Starlink is not roof mounted. I have to get to my campground, I have to pull out my cord, I have to go around, I have to go to the top of my RV, climb up, and then I sit it up on top, and then I have to put some weights on it because if a storm comes through, it'll get knocked down, or I have to go find a spot. Then I have to take my phone, and I wave it in the sky, and I go, ooh, this is cool, but I gotta identify the satellites that it connects to. This works while you are on the road driving.
Yeah.
So you are always connected.
Exactly. Well, everything you just said, none of that you have to do. Aerodynamics, weather rated, and it works whether you're camping or you're in motion.
I want this. Please make it happen. This is an option that owners of THOR products will have in the future or now.
So as THOR Industries, multiple companies and brands, we have 3 companies today that are in the market, and based on what we see for the need for customers, we would expect this to continue to be available on more and more THOR products.
And I think that's awesome. You're going to make it available to consumers. They don't have to go outside of the THOR house to get it. You're going to make it available for them. What else you got for me in here? What else we got to talk about?
All right, well, just kind of how you kicked us off, this is all about this whole area for us, for innovation, is a focus on the experience of the customer. How can we solve the problems you're talking about? How can we deliver modern technology that's going to make RVing easier? Because we know if we make it easier, more people are going to come into the lifestyle, and they're going to stay in the lifestyle. This is something brand new, so never been shown before. No one's ever seen this before, and it's actually taking, we talk about it as a connected vehicle, but really this is the information. What's going on, if I'm towing, what's going on in the trailer behind me, and being able to get that right up onto the dashboard, onto the screen. So any vehicle that is CarPlay enabled, think about CarPlay if you have a system, or soon Android as well. Today it's music, it's reading your text, it's phone, but it's a limited amount of things that you can do. So with a whole lot of effort, we've been able to get now the ability to have trailering, and if you're in a motorhome, the information about the house to display just as simply as CarPlay does with any other app right on the screen. So if you have an app from one of our family of companies, example here we're showing Airstream. This, as customer out there, I hope have bought a classic Airstream that has the smart system. That exact app is now going to show up on the unit. You can check your tire pressure. If you've got pets in the trailer, you can see what the temperature is in the trailer. Even if you're at the campsite, you go away and you're driving around for the day, you want to know what's going on back with the trailer, all you have to do is pull it up on the dashboard. So it's a really simple way of knowing and having some peace of mind while you're traveling. And
it's so super simplification for those consumers that are tuning in, is that a lot of your vehicles today are coming with Apple CarPlay, and as McKay was saying, Android Auto not quite yet for this iteration, but it's coming very soon. And Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are a great conduit for consumers to be able to integrate from their smartphone into their head unit with technology, which leads us to the next thing, which is an app-based service that you're going to provide.
Excellent. And as we're building out this vision, so we talked about some things that are available for sale now, launching right now. The apps that you're seeing here, so within the family of companies, we do have app experiences, but really building out that functionality. And it really is the passion from the group here is to these tools to make it easier to know, how do I operate my vehicle? How do I maintain it? How do I troubleshoot it if I need that? Because we know when you're out camping, things go wrong at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock on a Saturday night, and you don't want to be dealing with that. So we have really a dramatic expansion of the capabilities of the app to deliver a better support experience. So we're running through some of the different examples. It's things like FAQs, it's things like your owner's manual, but not just for the vehicle, for all the things in the vehicle. But there's actually a large amount, it's called a knowledge base. So it's articles, it's videos, it's content about how to maintain my vehicle. And that is right surfaced in the app, easy to navigate. You actually have a search functionality. What do I need to get done? We can actually power this. It's smart enough to know, here's the top articles that people are searching for. How does solar work? How do I winterize my vehicle? And we can actually put those up so they're easier for you to find. This is really the first step for us, is that you've got the content you need right at your fingertips in the app, because we want to take care of you right there and get you, back out in camping. But if we're not able to help you in this app, we can actually use that same information so that a customer support, a human person, a human agent, can help you solve your problem as well.
And what I love is that you were talking about a variety of cool technical things that you can do with the app. But I keep seeing it pop up here on the screen. Best national parks.
Yes.
How to break down your campground. How to prepare for fall. And I always think about, you've got this great picture over here. Trey, show this picture up on the wall. It's not quite Florida now, but that will be my wife and I in the future, right? And we're going to be out there. This is the way it always is for us when we're on the road. We're out there, we're in our big Class A, we got the kids in the back, and I'm driving, having a good old time, taking in the views, and my wife is thinking about, where are we going next? Where are we going for dinner? What are we going to do when we get there? Where's a pet-friendly place? And I can already see that you're providing on some of these screens here just fun things for her to read through, or for me to read through from a campground that kind of take us to that level. So I think that this, with integrated with that, with the connectivity, so it's like it's the trifecta, right? Connectivity leads to a great head unit with app technology, and it all powers together. All right,
Excellent.
you ready?
You've got it. And I'm going to add one thing to that, Mike, which is, we think about that as both helping enable a better experience, but we also want to inspire you.
Yes.
So we jumped over, but our brands have a lot of great content, where to camp and how to camp. And so that same single app can do all of that in one place. We want one simple solution in your pocket for all the support you need. Really, the whole ownership experience for one of the THOR family companies.
And let's actually, this is really important. You and I are talking about this. Still in development, all of this, right? So this is still in development. But imagine your dealer having, you buy a new unit. They say, hey, let's get set up on this app.
Yeah.
And then they have access to push notifications to you at some point, right? Saying, hey, Mike, how's everything going with your RV? Are you having a good time? Are you having a good experience? And that's part of what I think is really important to consumers right now in the RV industry, is that sometimes those experiences can be rather frustrating, and you're helping eliminate some of that on the front end by creating an app that communicates with them, because we're all doing the same thing on our smartphones.
Exactly. It's communication.
Oh, by the way, hold on, you got to scan. You got to pan up and down. Could be the best dressed mountaineer looking guy here at the show. He's got his boots on, he's got his jacket, and you're going to tell us about this, right? What do we got going up here?
Excellent. Chris is going to help me out, but this is really taking that next step for us to support our customers. So if you weren't able to find the information that you need, or actually we have some customers that still, they like just to call in and talk to someone.
It's my dad.
We have the power to be able to make that experience a lot easier. We all know the difficulty of you call in, you have to explain what you're doing, maybe you have to explain it 2 times. If you call in again, you start all over from scratch. So whether you've started on one of our websites, and we've got good web support content today, or you start in the app experience, now you're at the point where, all right, I need some help, I need to learn more. So Chris is going to show us starting that chat functionality. In this example, you've looked through, the chat bot has actually popped up, and it's trying to help you. All right, what do you need? Vehicle support. What are you looking for? In this instance, kind of just tapped out. Chris typed in agent. You can put in operator. You can put in customer support. It's smart enough to know what you want, and it's going to live connect you into a customer support agent. And now you're in their world. Now you're the person that's trying to help Chris or try to help Erin with the problem that she has. And with these tools that we're developing and kind of rolling out with our companies, we know information about you already. So we have some information about Erin. What's your vehicle? What's the VIN number and the model? What's really cool is we can actually bring in here the pages that have been viewed. So if someone's been, Erin's been searching because she can't get any hot water. She looked through the support content. For whatever reason, she couldn't find the help that she needed. Now that customer service agent, that just automatically pops up. So the first time that Erin calls in, the customer service agent can say, hi, Erin. Thanks for calling you. It looks like you need help with your hot water heater. And we're doing that magically because we know what information she's already been searching for. We can also find out, so as we're going through this, another example of these tools is if you tried a couple times and you've had to call back in, we all know what it's like if you call in and you start over with a new agent, right? You've got to jump through all those same hoops. With the power of the AI technology in this platform, whatever that history looks like of interaction, it actually summarizes it, automatically summarizes that, so that if a new agent picks up, now that agent actually knows that Erin's called in, she was having trouble with the hot water, and we've already suggested checking the valves, so you don't have to go through a script and try the same things. Then we're going to know automatically what the problem is, what's already been tried, so you can jump right into moving you forward, and automatically you're moving forward to help solve that problem.
It seems like a combination of all these things are just really helping that end user get to a point of satisfaction, right? Of being able to know that their concerns are being addressed. You've got a service interval that could be loaded up on the app. You have the ability to communicate one-to-one or point-to-point with your end user. So how do we tie all this together, McKay? How do we tie it all together for that consumer experience, and when does all of this go online?
So as we're showing it, you even tied it together well. Solving the pain points like you started off with, you've actually got the connectivity you need, whether that's checking Facebook or powering these systems, delivering that to where we've got ease of use and convenience on the road, all the information at your fingertips, and additional customer support and help. So this is all rolling out. One reason we're here today is we want to showcase where we're headed as the family of brands. So we want customers, whether you're thinking about RVing and you haven't done it yet, if you've got vehicle number 1 or 2 or number 3, we want you to know that that experience with any of the THOR family of companies is going to get easier over time. So nothing you're seeing out here, these are the kinds of things that, in the next year, you'll be able to see more and more companies adopting them. And our goal, obviously, because we're passionate about this, we want to get this out. We certainly hope that every single company within the THOR family has this technology in the next few years.
I have the utmost confidence that you, as the leader with the global innovation side of the unit, this is just the beginning for you. That's my guess, because you weren't here last year, not with this big, massive display.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling that this is going to be the next step in the RV industry, is taking all of this and integrating it into a variety of cool products. McKay, thank you so much for sharing this with us today. If you guys are tuning into this right now, this is where it's at in the RV industry. It's all about taking technology and transitioning it, right? So you're taking all that amazingness that's happened in the auto industry and you're now moving it into the RV industry as well. All right, we are not done. We are almost there, but we got a couple more stops here at the THOR Industries Super Showcase here at the 2023 RV Dealer Open House. Stay tuned with us. You guys can hear it. My voice is even starting to go. I think we're at like 25 videos since Monday. But you know what? I am here to bring you, the consumer, everything that's happening in Elkhart. So stay tuned. We'll be back with you all in a little bit.